Back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And some room to maneuver. Cuts back left sideline. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. And even 60 yards. They come out here in the eye. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when the guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
And they still need 10 yards here to find pay dirt. It's 2nd and goal from the 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
I know neither one of us does research as busy work. 4 block kicks in 2015.
Yep, for the Browns.
For the Browns.
Tied for the most in the NFL.
And we just see another one here. It's amazing how you try and correct something, and sometimes you work so hard to correct it, you still find a way to give it up. It's amazing.
The kicking game woes rear their ugly head again. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. He was looking for D.Murray out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down now after the incompletion. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Big Ben, not the most agile quarterback in NFL history, but he can use those legs when he needs to.
He really can, and I think it starts with him taking contact and shedding people trying to get him on the ground. That's when he becomes the most elusive.
Yeah, something he honed back at the University of Miami in Ohio.
Yeah, and they didn't get him down in the MAC. It's hard to get him down in the NFL.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They go play action here on 1st down. And Cook has it, left side. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jared Cook, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th. And the lead is up to 5. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, Let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves? Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And an alley to run. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. They come out here in the eye. To throw is Breeze. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Give to Elliott. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This is Elliott, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Got a man. He finds Sanders. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
Elliott. They find some open field here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ezekiel Elliott, 30 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. If there was a time to break off a nice run like that, it was right here to grab the lead in the 4th.
And it's just so much stress on a defense in that situation because you're looking at the clock. What are we guarding against? What's the first thing, right? The strike to the end zone, throwing the ball. Instead, they come back and hit him with a run. Block it well, and how about the physical run he made? Terrific job finding his way to the end zone to give him the lead.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because you're...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out here in the eye. On first down, Murray looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. That was second down run for Murray. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. A first carry for the vet, Danny Woodhead. And some room to roam now. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
I think what we just saw in that drive, partner, is great practice, preparation, and poise. Not only did they score with little time left for them to retaliate, they chewed up enough time along the way while still getting the yardage they needed. That was an impressive drive.
Very methodical. Now, barring something crazy on the kickoff, they've got this one. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.